Hello everybody, this is Squealer back with you with not exactly a box break, but 16 loose packs break, if you will, of an interesting product. Not a good product, but 1997 Score Baseball Hobby Reserve. Now, Hobby Reserve is a little bit confusing, or at least Score was in 97. It's like a premium product of just its normal release. And in Series 1, they called it premium stock. But for some reason they changed the color, the thickness of the stock, and then the name from premium stock to Hobby Reserve. And that caused a little confusion because they changed the name kind of midstream there. And one of the parallels is called Reserve Collection. So Hobby Reserve, Reserve Collection, those two names still get confused by just about everyone. So whenever you're buying what you think is a Reserve Collection card, make sure you see a photo first to be sure of what you're getting. This release, say hello to Mr. Koki. Thanks for helping out, bud. This release was really terrible, and there's a few reasons. One is that it's just an awful checklist. There are 221 cards, and like the first 130 of those are just base. And because it was released mid-season, it's really traded players, bench warmers, young guys just called up. But even then, only 4 players have true rookie cards. Koki have true rookie cards. And then of the traded players, there's only about 10 stars and semi-stars. So, not a lot of great players. Of course, all the star players had their base card in the Series 1. So what they did in Series 2, of course, were subset cards. The second thing is that all the insert cards, I know I'm going on here, just about, are also the exact same cards that you would find in just the normal buck-a-pack stuff. So super overproduced, and really the only inserts or parallels that that were in Hobby Reserve, I don't know if you can see this here, were the Reserve Collection. So that ends up making the Reserve Collection pretty rare because they're 1 in 11 packs, so they're kind of hard to get. And it's out of a crap product, so nobody opened it. So there's a lot of this product still as yet unopened. Let me just get down to business here before I bore you guys totally to death and Koki gets on everyone's nerves. Alright, what do we have here? We have a showcase series. These are 1 in 5, but again, super hard to get somebody worth a damn. This is John Wasden. And you'll see they have the white borders, whereas premium stock had gray borders. And this is one of the subsets, Going Yard. You can also tell by the gold shield that these are Hobby Reserve. There's another one of the subsets, Rock and Fire, as that card gets bitten. There's one of the alleged rookies that really is not, because Bowman, of course, beat everyone to the punch with just about every player on the face of the earth. And Manny Ramirez. What's also interesting with some of these is to look at the numbering. These two have an HR prefix. Some of the cards, base cards, have either the HR prefix or they don't. So there are 2 variations of most of the subset type cards. Then for some reason the non-subset cards don't have the numbering variation. So really all I'm looking for here is something silver for the most part. Frank Thomas, HR prefix. Since I only have 16 packs and Reserve Collection are 1 in 11, odds aren't so great. There's a Ryan Sandberg. I didn't realize he was in this set. Here's one of the inserts. Heart of the Order. Paul Molitor. These are 1 in 15, but they appear in the cheap packs, so they're super overproduced and just about worthless. Blast Master, A-Rod, but again, these cards were also in the, they are just Series 2 only, but they came in every other Series 2 pack, so super overproduced, nearly a worthless card, probably sells for $1 or $2. Just to give you an idea, this is really an all or nothing product. If you hit the Reserve Collection, this is a showcase series of Pete Shorrock, Scrub Supreme. If you do hit on the Reserve Collection, you can get pretty big money. Here's a Reserve Collection. The wonderful Bruce Ruffin. You heard right, folks. Bruce Ruffin. But you can make bank, major bank, if you hit a big one. Jeter has sold for like 125 in football, which is a little bit different animal, but not terribly different. Oh, there's the artist proof. Mark McGuire going yard. Pretty cool, except for it's miscut like crazy. What's that, like 80-20? Bummer. That would have been a cool pull. Woulda, shoulda, coulda. That Rhino, I bet, would sell for over 100. There's the other subset, True Grit. But again, even there's even scrubs in the subsets. Knobloch. In football, Derek Thomas has sold for over 100. And it may be that that ends up being my only reserve collection, since again they're 1 in 11 packs and I only had 16 packs. Plus these were loose, so we don't know what had already been pulled. I did get these for relatively cheap, which is a good thing. Here is a showcase of Carlos Perez. It was about $10 for this stack of packs. Down to my last 4. Koki is disgusted. Another showcase. At least it's a semi-star. Bobby Abreu. Side-to-side centering issue. Down to 2 packs. Come on, one more showcase, baby. I mean reserve. And here's my next one. Ruben Sierra. At least it's a guy I've heard of. Pretty nice. I just think these cards are beautiful. That's like a... You can feel the texture there. It's a frosted foil type effect. So, no home run, no grand slam, and this last pack is jack squat. But fun junk wax to pull, to shred, because you can hit a grand slam if you hit the right player with reserve collection. But just don't spend too much, keep your eye on the shipping, and if you're buying singles, people will list the base cards as reserve collection, even if they're just hobby reserve, because they're just very confused. Koki says goodbye, and I'll see you guys later.